the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Pass to Fox. Fires from deep. He buries it from three. And both backcourts in this one, Stan, cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Fox with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Here's Wembanyama. Boston pulls it in. And here's Tatum. Over Castle. Can't get the leaner to fall. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Talking with him about De'Aaron Fox, I asked Coach what he wanted his guys to do against him, and Coach said to not give him room to run. De'Aaron is dangerous when he's attacking lanes and leaking out in transition, so we need to limit those opportunities. So it sounds like they're aiming to slow the pace down. We'll see if it works for them.
Allie, thank you.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Fox missing.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
3-on-3. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Pass to Wembanyama. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And it's the Celtics ball. They trail by 7. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter right here, too.
Good-looking guy.
White on the wing. Pass to Tatum. Back to Porzingis. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. No good there. Celtics trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
To the inside. Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Pass to Barnes. Tatum with some nice D.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Left side, Holiday. Outside, Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. To get back on track. And Wembanyama throws it down hard.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Brown scanning the floor. To the middle. Stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Down low. Wembanyama with it. From 10 feet away. No good off the glass. Celtics trail by 3. And here's Tatum. There's the 3. Rebounded by Fox. Wembanyama with it. Guarded now by Holiday. That one falls. Wembanyama's got 13.
With how big and powerful Wembanyama is, showing how delicate he can be with that teardrop.
They get the rebound. Outside Holiday. Pass to White. Over Castle. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. His fingerprint.
13.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Coming onto the floor.
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star.
Number 12.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Horford covering. Horford with some nice D. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Tatum. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Pritchard, no good. San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
The assist.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Screen by Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Now Horford. No points so far. Here's Hauser. Shoots it from the corner. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Celtics trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Out to Horford. Again, the miss by Boston. Wembanyama with it. Picked up by Tatum. Here's Barnes. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Barnes has got his first points in this one.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Tatum. White on the wing. From deep. Rebounded by Champagnie. Spurs lead by 11. Here's Paul. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. And Boston has possession. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Mamukelashvili, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
White can't hit. And the Spurs with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Mamukelashvili. He's scoreless. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Branham. San Antonio again can't hit. Celtics trail by 11. Pass to White. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Branham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Drew Holiday. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
So it comes up empty at the line. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one. I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Quick off the draw. Chris Paul certainly doesn't lack confidence shooting the ball.
Pass to Horford. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by the Spurs.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Now Brown. They need this. And that one hits the back iron. San Antonio leading by 16. Left side, Paul. From outside the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Horford. Kick out to Brown. Takes the 3. Bassey pulls it in. Here's Champagnie. Sohan outside. Paul taking his time here. From deep. No luck on that one. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to Porzingis. From behind the arc. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6. Here's Champagnie. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Yep, that one's good.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Horford. No good on the buzzer beater. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Spurs out in front. They lead by 18. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie.
Good anticipation wins Tatum a steal, and he knows better than to let it go to waste.
Rebounded by the Spurs. They led by as many as 18. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. San Antonio shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Free throw good, Wembanyama. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Up top, Tatum. Outside, Holiday. Again, the miss by Boston. San Antonio leading by 17. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. Here's Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 6 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. And the Spurs lead by 19.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
San Antonio with the ball. Fox outside. Pass to Barnes. 4-3. Boston pulls it in. It's Brown on the wing. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And it's Tatum missing.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Knocked away. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
It's his first trip to the line, and he drops a first.
At the line for 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them. And San Antonio has possession. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with it. Defended by Porzingis. It's stolen by Holiday. To the paint. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Back to Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Count the basket. Wembanyama's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
The athletic swingman. I love whenever Tatum goes up with force off the drive.
The 3 from Barnes. Fires in the triple. Barnes has got 5 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Fox with the ball. Now Horford defending. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Making things happen. You want Fox making decisions with the ball.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And so he makes both from the line. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Inside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Spurs lead by 19. Pass to Barnes. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. To the middle. Porzingis misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Here's White. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Yeah, great anticipation from Brown to grab the steal and ignite the break.
Fox outside. There's the drive. And Fox powers it home.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Tatum can't hit. And so it's San Antonio up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. They're communicating well and stringing together stop.
47.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Now here's Paul. The rebound by Jason Tatum. To the paint. Here's Hauser. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
And Stanley went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
Fires for three. Boston pulls it in. Outside Holiday.
Come to me.
Here's Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
There's a screen. Here's Paul. Tipped. Tatum with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Offensive rebound. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Paul. 5 to shoot. Here's Sohan. Another shot. And yep, it's good. And the Spurs lead by 18.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Holiday with the ball. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Here's Branham. Takes it inside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
Tatum from long range. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Champagnie. Counted from distance.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. For San Antonio. Outside Wembanyama. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. Clock at 6. The three.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Devin Vassell. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Looking like a runaway freight train, Tatum taking it to the rack with a purpose.
Fox, that's good.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Pass to Tatum. From downtown, gets the 3 ball to go. Tatum's got 21.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Back to Wembanyama. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics trail by 16. Pass to White. Let's go with a 3. That one is off.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Fox with the ball. Picked up by Tatum.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Spurs lead by 16. Double team on Fox. Down low. Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. The sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Pass to Wembanyama. White with a steal.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Spurs.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
It's Barnes on the wing. Here's Wembanyama. Chalk up two there. Wembanyama's got 31 points.
Harrison Barnes.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Here's Porzingis. It's good.
And this is what they want to see from Porzingis, taking contact and completing the play.
Stops. Porzingis.
That free throw good from Porzingis. On offense, here is San Antonio. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. To the inside, here's Castle. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 18. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. Now Horford defending. Fox, that's good.
Assist from.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Driving in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Goes to.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Porzingis. Good D by Wembanyama. Fox left side. And it's Fox with the jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy,